So what you're going to receive in the package, guys, is a couple of parts. So you're going to get your little cradle here. I call it the cradle rocker. And you're going to get this little collar as well. This collar goes on the bottom like this. And that's what's going to lock this in place. It's nice and snug so it doesn't actually come out. And then what you're also going to receive is this little wire right here. And this is basically like a little Y splitter wire. So you're able to use both faders at one time or just one single fader depending on how you want to do it. Also, what I'm going to be including in the package is this little guy right here. So let's say you just want to have the fader on the left and you don't want one on the right. Well, then you're going to have that little gap there, that little hole. So this little plug right here is going to fill in that hole. It pretty much fits in there nice and snug. That's what you're going to get in the package. So let's get into the installation of the Cradle Rocker Cradle. Alright guys, so the tools you're going to need are as follows. You're going to need a Phillips screwdriver. You're going to need a drill. Pretty powerful drill. I mean, I got 18 volt. That's what this one is. And you're also going to need a step bit. Now this one here is 1 3/8. I believe that's about 33 to 34 millimeters. But this is essential for this modification. So what we need to do is we need to figure out where exactly we're going to drill here in the corner so that we can actually get our cradle here in the right spot and get it, you know, nice and snug. You should try to drill it a little higher than you would think you would need to. Like, you don't want to go here in the middle, specifically because if you do go to the middle, this is going to be a little further down, so it's going to be closer to the corner here and you won't be able to put your lid on. So what we need to do is we need to get it to come up a little bit, so the hole is definitely going to have to come up a little higher, maybe around in here, so we can mark that. Let's try about right here. Going to be my center point. There's where I'm going to start drilling. You're going to have, you know, some metal shards all over the place. What I would recommend doing is taking off the platter. You can see right here there's this little E-clip and you can kind of see these little gaps in here like that. What you're going to do is take a little flathead screwdriver like this. You're going to get in between that little gap right there, and then you're just going to kind of wedge it out. It doesn't take too much. It'll just pop right out. See, just like that. And then you just want to put that to the side. So once you get the E-clip off, all you need to do is remove the platter. You can actually take the portable and turn it over. The platter should fall out. If not, if you can kind of grab the sides here like this, then you can just lift it out of there. Okay, you're going to need to take the belt out as well. Like I said, kind of trial and error, but the higher up the hole, you know, the more space you're going to have here, so you'll be able to actually put the lid back on. This bit right here is a 1/4 bit, so like I said, what you can do is just kind of match it up to the step bit here, and you can see it's kind of around the same size. So, you know, just as long as it's you know, big enough to get the tip of the step bit in there. Okay, so as you can see, we got our hole started here. Now with this step bit, I mean, you're pretty much gonna use this thing all the way almost to the end here. When you start to get into like, now these are marked, like the 1/4, around in here, when you start to get to this top part here, then you'll wanna, you know, check your size here, because we want the hole to be big enough where this will fit in there, but we also want it to be snug. All right, guys, let's get the drilling here. See, so that'll fit right in there. You're gonna want to hold this down and try to go as straight as possible, okay? And we can just start and just let the bit do the job. Put a little bit of downward pressure. Don't need a whole lot. This is why I'm saying you need a very strong drill to do this, like an 18-volt drill. Okay, and it's gonna be messy. Like I said, you're gonna get metal shards all over the place. Okay, we're getting pretty close. Whoa. So we're just going to check it here, and we got a long way to go here, so that's okay. That's okay. Let's keep it moving. Okay. Go down. Okay. Let's try that now. Ooh, getting closer. Okay, what we need to be careful of is taking that bit, and we just don't want it to go all the way down and then you start drilling into the bottom of the portable here. So you just got to be mindful of that, all right? Because look, we're already pretty much at the end run here. So let's try. Oh, we're getting there. Ooh, look, like I said, almost on the inside here, that bit was kind of getting there at the bottom. I could see the tip of it getting in there. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, I guess, take that off the side a little bit there, just like that, and then that'll allow us to drill a little further down without damaging the bottom of the portable here. Okay, so you're just gonna have to hold this. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So now we got the hole in there. I'll have to clear all this out here. Alright guys, so now this should just fit right in. Okay. Alright guys, so now that we got the insert in, we need to put the little locking collar around the cradle so that it holds it in there nice and snug. Now if you look here, you can kind of see there is the top part, there's like this little tiny lip, and that's the part that's going to go over this piece here. Okay, so like I said, this can be tricky to do, but the reason why it is tricky is because we need it to be as tight as possible to keep that in place. So you might be fighting this, so just rotate it. Okay, there we go. Nice, and then we're just going to push that up just like that, as high as it'll go. Okay, and now the cradle is locked in place, and it's in there nice and tight. Okay, it's not going to go anywhere. So that's basically what you're looking at. And let's see if that lid will go on. I left just enough space here for the lip, as you can see. And now I'm going to test it and make sure that the lid is going to go over that. Bang! And it does. So we're perfect there. Awesome. Okay, so that by far is the hardest part of this installation. What we're going to do is we're going to install this little guy right here, and I call this the rocker wire. So this will allow you to use two faders, one on the right, one on the left, or you can just hook up the one on the left and leave this one, you know, not connected to anything. Alright, so as you can see, I already got one Killer Bee fader installed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just disconnect that one there. On one side it's a female plug, and then on the other side it's a male plug. So we're basically going to take the female plug here and we're going to connect it like so. Boom, just like that. Okay, we're going to connect one back to your fader on the right, and then we're going to take this wire, put it through. So now that we have the Y splitter here, we are going to just basically connect the fader on the left here. Okay, snap it in place. It locks in place. You just snap it down and you'll hear it pop in place, just like that. Okay, and your fader is installed. But like I said, you don't have to worry about putting screws in because this is nice and snug in there. Okay, so I like to cut, you know, regular, so I'm gonna have my fader kind of kicked at an angle. Alright, so let's get this platter back on. So what we need to do is we need to put the belt around this rubber band here, this wristband. So this is the wristband mod. Okay, what you're going to do is, if you don't have a modded portable platter, then you're just going to take the belt and put it right here on this little nub. Then you're supposed to line it up right where the motor is, and hopefully, if you're lucky, it will grab. You're supposed to give it a spin. Alright, so we got the platter back on. Okay. Alright guys, so let me show you how this works. Essentially what we've done is we've basically split the signal to two faders. The portable doesn't know that, so it still thinks that it's working off of just one fader. So if you want both faders to function, if you're going to cut on the right hand side, you need to have the left fader open. Let me show you. Okay, now when I switch over to the left, I need to have that one open. Okay, so that's how it's going to work for both faders. Let's say you don't want to use both faders, you just want to use the one on the left. Well, that's okay, that's not a problem. It will function perfectly fine that way. So all you need to do is take the fader out on the right, just disconnect it here. Okay, just tuck the wire back in there like that, and you'll still be able to cut. Perfectly fine, still functions perfectly fine. But now we have this big old hole here, so we need to do something about that, correct? We don't want to put the scratch switch back in, and we definitely don't want to put the plate back in there because there's holes in that. So what I'm also going to send with the pack is this little plug right here, and this little plug's got a little indentation here. You're just going to drop it in, it's going to clip right in place, just like so. And there you go. It's completely taken care of. Nice and flush, and doesn't look too bad either for a 3D printed piece. So there you have it, guys. My newest design for my left-handed cutters, because I know you guys felt left out. You're thinking that the portables were only set up for the righties, so I definitely wanted to try to do something for you guys to give you an option to scratch on the left-hand side. And hopefully you guys like this. These will be available on the website